Hi everyone and welcome to What's Up Wednesdays, and I know that today's October 3rd, so I hope you're wearing pink because I'm not. I totally forgot actually. When I was packing to come over to Newport Beach here in California, I was thinking about I'm going to be cold, so I need to make sure that I bring some long sleeves. So I have this lovely 3/4 sleeve with me. But anyways, I got to do something real quick so I can share it, making sure that everybody can get this vital information, because today's question that we're going to be exploring is, do you need a realtor? Like, do you really need a realtor when you go to a new build? Just real quick, my name is Azucena Gonzalez. I'm a realtor with Mojica and Associates. So welcome back. If this is your first time seeing a What's Up Wednesdays video, welcome, hey. So essentially what I do every Wednesday, I give a video. I do a Facebook Live where I talk about different things, real estate related, usually, and sometimes I explore other topics. I try to keep it interesting as I can. If you ever have any questions, you're like, hey, can you talk about this? Let me know, because we can definitely accommodate you, boo. So ask and you shall receive, okay? So I'm just saying, putting that out there in case you're like, I wish you talked about this. Boo-boo, I'd love to talk about whatever it is you want to tell me to talk about. So as long as it's appropriate, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm totally down to do it. So yes, let me do this real quick. But keep that in, like, I want you to think about it. Do you really need a realtor when you go to a new build? Because, I mean, there are real estate agents, right, in the new build office, right? So you're just like, yeah, do I really need one? And really the answer is yes. But let me tell you why, because you're just kind of like, but why? There's someone there already. And you're right, there is somebody there already. There is a real estate professional in there, usually, commonly speaking, so at least here in Arizona. You have your real estate professional in there, and they can answer your questions. However, usually when you have a transaction, you have two people involved, right? The seller and the buyer, right? Because the contract is between those two people. And you have somebody else that represents these people. So seller, buyer. So when it comes to the seller, you have a seller's agent. Then when it comes to the buyer, you have the buyer's agent. I had to really think about that. Anyways, so you have ultimately these four people involved, right? Because you have your seller, seller's agent, buyer, buyer's agent. And essentially, you need to have, you can't be like this. Teams need to be equal. If that's one thing I learned playing sports, teams are better when equal. So make sure you have somebody with you when you go to a new build, because the person there that is in the new build office can provide you with answers to questions you have. However, they are primarily looking for the well-being of their seller, because that's who they owe their fiduciary responsibility to, meaning that they're looking for the best interest of their seller. Since you're not the seller in this case, speaking in a buyer-seller scenario, you being the buyer, they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna look for the well-being of the seller, okay? So then just having that extra representation when it comes to new builds is super important. Here's the thing too. You'll probably have much more access to your agents if they're not from the office, okay? Because you can text them. Sometimes offices aren't open every day, where your realtor might be much more flexible, okay? Also, they can provide you with other information that you may not know about, such as once you put your earnest money down for a new build, you will most likely not get that back. It is very rare in the situation that you do. So you just can't be like, okay, well, I take it back. I don't want to do this anymore. Boo-boo, your earnest money is gone. Like, it is gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that the seller's agent will purposely be like, well, I'm going to take your money, because they're not taking your money. First of all, whenever you're signing any kind of documents, they will explain them to you, right? For the most part. But then again, having that buyer agent represent you, they're double checking to be like, do you understand what you're signing? I just want you to know that this is the point of no return, and that means that you may not get your earnest money back, or whatever XYZ thing is that they're explaining, okay? So just something to think about. Again, it's all about being informed, and we are here as real estate professionals to provide you with the best advice on the purchase that you're making, okay? So let us do that. Let us be there for you. It's really, like, it really is like help, like us allowing us to help you, because again, there's so many things that happen. And I remember when I first bought my home with my now husband, I was extremely worried because I was asking my realtor a lot of questions. Like, I did not know what was going on. And I would say things like, I know this is a stupid question, but can you explain that again? And I remember asking her like 3 times to explain something because I did not understand it. I did feel stupid, but I was like, you know what? No. Like, this is something that I'm going to be paying. This is a place I'm going to be living at. I better be asking these questions, okay? So really, allow yourself to be protected, to be taken care of, to be provided with very important information, and get yourself that buyer agents. Now, I know life happens and you're kind of like, well, I'm going to go check out the new build, and I didn't plan it because I was going down the street and I saw it and they look nice. So we went to go look and we're just like, wow. Okay. So here's a couple of things that you're going to notice. You walk up to the new build, on that lovely door, you're going to see something that says, your realtor must be with you at the first appointment, or something similar to that verbiage. Okay. If you go in and you say, hey, I'm working with somebody, you could call your realtor right then and be like, hey, Sally Mae, like I'm here at a new build. Can you make it over? If they can't make it over, right? Then you could be like, hey, I'm going to pass my agent to the seller agent there. Because sometimes they will allow you, the realtor, 24 hours to go to the site or have another agent represent them, to go to the site and on their behalf be like, hey, so-and-so, Sally Mae will be representing XYZ buyer, okay? Because again, it's making sure that you're being represented. Now, can a real estate agent still provide you with that advice after you've already gone and you didn't know this, right? Which if you're watching this video, you already know. But you know, sometimes you hear situations where like they didn't know, right? They, not us, they didn't know. So you can still have an agent provide you with information. Just know that they are then not being compensated, okay? But they can still provide you with information, and it does become a little difficult just because they're also not a part of the transaction, okay? So they can't reach out to the seller agent and be like, hey, my client has these questions. It's gonna be much more difficult. So make sure you get them in there early, okay? So yeah, if you can avoid it. Hey Brian, hey everyone, hey Karen, hey Paola. Yeah, just have your realtor with you. Like, yeah. And if your realtor can't go because say they're out of town, like I am right now, don't worry, boo. Don't let that hold you back. Let us know. We could have somebody else accommodate you and represent us on our behalf. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are ways to do this. I can call the new build and be like, hey, John Doe is going over with his wife Sally Mae. You can expect them. I'm representing them. You know, I'll be there this day to make sure that, you know, we sign all the paperwork necessary. But know that when it comes to the new build transaction, that first off, they can take longer because it depends on whether or not the home has been already built. If it's a spec home, then you are more likely to move in at an earlier date. You don't have to use the in-house lender that they have, so that's just something to take into consideration. You are more than welcome to check out other lenders. Highly encourage you to do that. And what was the other thing I wanted to say about that? Lender. I was on a roll and I was like, I need to say this and I forgot. Like we say in Spanish, it must have been a lie. No, I don't. I wouldn't lie to you. What was it? I don't remember. If I remember, I'll bring it up or type it in the comments. But yes, so just keep that all in mind, okay? But you got this. You can do it. Enjoy that new build because I know it's super excited. You get to make it. You get to customize it, make it your own, and yeah, boo. So we just want to make you happy by providing you the information that you need to make the best decision possible, okay? So please allow us to help you do that, all right? Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. We're about to go get dinner, and you know me, I'm super excited to go eat food. Like, I'm gonna be posting some pictures of the food that we've been eating. It's been so good. Have you guys tried beignets? I had one for the first time, and it was amazing. I was like, how come I never had these before? Anyways, somebody said, like, you need to go to New Orleans to try them. I'm just like, I'll go anywhere. But I don't call them beignets now. I'm calling them beignets. They're so good. Anyways, well, I'm gonna let you go. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll see you soon for Friday, for Fitness Fridays, where I'm gonna be trying out these cool 2 new jerky kind of things. I'm really excited. I've never had them, so we shall see how that goes. But anyways, have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your dinner, and bye.